Hello, I already filmed this whole video, but I completely forgot to plug my home workout guide, so I'm just gonna put this in the beginning of the video. I put it on sale for only $10. It was $45, it's on sale for $10, and it will remain on sale until this whole crazy time is over. You only need 2 sets of dumbbells and a resistance band, so the link will be down below, and it will get progressively more difficult as you go. I will talk about progressive overload in this video, in which I did not mention my guide, but yes, it can be helpful. It'll help you make progress at home, and the link is down below. I can't believe I didn't talk about it in the whole goddamn video. Sometimes I'm bad at stuff. Okay, enjoy the video. Goodbye. Hello, everyone. What a crazy fucking time we live in, right? We're living in future history books. It's wild. So I'm just trying to think of ways that I can be helpful during this time. And it is hard because everyone wants to help and I want to help. And the thing that I can help the most with is with your health and fitness during this time. And I feel like a lot of people are wondering how to do fitness during this weird time. So I thought I would make a video about it, giving you my best advice based on my years of experience, education, all of that. This is a weird time for us all, so I'm kind of learning along with everyone, but this is the best advice I can give for an unprecedented time with the knowledge that I have. So that's what we're gonna do with today's video. I did my makeup cause, you know, social distancing, ain't got shit else to do. And I'm wearing another amazing thrifted cat shirt. It felt fitting, like this is the coronavirus and this is the world, right? I found this weeks ago. Someone was ahead of the curve with this shirt. Anyways, also wait. Something else I forgot to say. I also have a master's degree in social work. So I have, and years of experience there. So I also am going to talk a little bit about the mental health aspect. I am not a licensed clinical therapist by any means, but I do have a good understanding of psychology and mental health. So I'm also gonna weave that into this as well, because I also know about that, so that's another way I can help. Okay. Let's get into it. Rule number 1, do not panic. I mean this in more ways than one. Number 1, don't panic about your fitness goals. Even if these next few weeks or months throw you off, it is a very small portion of your life and it will not throw you off as much as you think it will, especially if you follow some of the other like guidelines I give later in the video. Yeah, don't panic with your health and fitness stuff, and don't panic in general. Our brains are programmed to hold on to negative news, and we hear the negative news more loudly and we remember it longer. Kind of like you could get compliments all day long, but if someone insults you in some kind of way or hurts your feelings, you're gonna forget about all these compliments and focus on that one negative comment, and that's all you're gonna remember. It's kind of like that. This is an unprecedented, serious time that everyone does need to take seriously by social distancing, staying home. But taking something seriously is not the same as panicking about it. Basically, try to also watch the end of the news to see the good stuff, people helping each other, people singing on their balconies in Italy. Like, humans can be very bad, but humans can also be very good and come together at a time like this. So don't panic, watch the news all the way through because they always have something good at the end, and just be prepared and take it and stay home. Those are like, this is kind of a jumbled first thing, but I just like wanted to talk about just general how we're all feeling kind of thing. Okay, so in terms of your health and fitness, my biggest tip is just to control what you can control and be at peace with the things you cannot control. So you can control your water intake. You have access to, I'm assuming most of you have access to running water and a bathroom in your home. You can be on top of your water. You can be hitting that gallon every single day. Make it a little game. See how much you can get down before halfway through the day. Like try to get at least a half gallon before the half of the day. It'll make you get up to pee every hour, which will get you off of your couch, help you get some steps, get some movement. So that's just like a win-win in my book. So you can control your water intake. Plus it's good for you and you should just do it. Let's talk about getting steps. I know a lot of people like to track their steps, myself included. I like making sure I'm moving around enough each day, and that will be more difficult being stuck at home. So little things you can implement is, number one, if you live in a place where it's easy to go and walk outside without being close to other people, definitely do it. I'm fortunate to live in a little like condo. I live in a condo and we're part of a complex, but they're very spread out and you can walk around the whole complex and it's about 1,000 steps when you walk all the way around it. So I make sure to get up with my boyfriend, walk our dog around the whole thing in the morning, do it again in the afternoon, do it again at night, and I try to go a couple more times throughout the day just to get sunshine, get fresh air, get steps, get moving, have a break from inside your walls. Also, when you're talking on the phone, something that will help with the social distancing is talking on the phone with family, with friends. Pace around while you do it. I do that anyway because I have social anxiety and talking on the phone makes me anxious, so to get rid of the nervous energy, I pace around while I'm on the phone. But just do it normally, just as you talk on the phone, just pace around. It's a good way to mindlessly get steps while just like talking to a loved one. So do that. When you go to the bathroom, try doing like a lap around your house, however big or small it may be, just to like get some extra steps. And if you need to, like they have a bunch of apps that will send you little reminders and you can just have little reminders to get up and move once an hour. That'll just help with your steps. But if you're normally getting 12,000 steps a day and you fall short of that a few days during all of this, again, don't panic, you will be okay. So we covered don't panic, control what you can control, how to still get some steps. Home workouts. Let's talk about home workouts. I'm sure your Instagram feed is flooded with home workouts, and good. I'm glad that people are putting out content that can help people. Home workouts don't have to be like, I'm stuck with shitty workouts. This is a good opportunity for you to challenge yourself in other ways besides with weight at the gym. Push yourself with reps. I promise most of the people watching this, myself included, do not do high rep at the gym most of the time. By high rep, I mean like 20. Because you have so many weights to play with. Like, am I gonna do 20 reps at this weight, or am I gonna just increase the weight, feel more badass, and do less reps? I'm always gonna choose this one. But at home, you're limited. You're either limited by body weight or you only have a finite amount of dumbbells or bands. Push yourself on reps and try to get more and more reps with each workout that you do. So if you have just a pair of 20-pound dumbbells and you're doing goblet squats, try to get to like 25 before you rest, and then the next time you do that workout, try to get to 30. Like, push yourself on reps, and that is a whole new stimulus for your body and can send a muscle building signal. You don't have to just have access to a bunch of heavy ass weights to send a muscle building signal to your body. So you can still do progressive overload, which means making a workout increasingly heavier or increasingly more reps or more sets, like just increasing along the way to build muscle and make progress. You can still do that at home with a finite amount of weights. Get good at push-ups. I recently, like a month ago, happened to buy a pull-up bar for our house, so I'm gonna try to get really fucking good at pull-ups. Get good at push-ups. Get good at stretching. Do like a yoga flow every day. Do some good stretching every day. Work on your mobility. These are things that we neglect because we have access to a gym that now we have all the time in the world to work on. Yoga with Adriene, I hear, is a great YouTube channel. I used it years ago, and it starts from very easy yoga and progressively gets more difficult. And that would be a great thing to do during this time, a great way to progress at something, get better at something. My recommendation with the home workouts you're seeing on Instagram is to save the ones that have the equipment that you have. So if you're seeing dumbbell only but you don't have dumbbells, don't save that one. If you're seeing body weight only and that's all you have, save that one. If you see bands, save that one, whatever. So save like 5 workouts that match the equipment you have and do those workouts consistently throughout this time, and try to, again, push yourself on reps. Get better at reps, make it more and more difficult as you go. That's a really good way to ensure you still make progress at home, is to just build upon the same workouts for like at least a month or 2, and then, or just like do like 4 weeks of those workouts. Try to get better and better at them. And then you can choose new workouts because you will get bored. You can choose new workouts and then the next 4 weeks try to improve on those. That's my best advice to still make progress while doing home workouts. As for like hitting macros, nutrition goals, that kind of stuff, do your best with what you have. There seems to be a very big variance on what groceries are available to people depending on where you live. Our Safeway still has a good amount of stuff, no toilet paper for some goddamn reason, but they have everything else. So we were able to stock up on a lot of high protein vegan stuff, and like quinoa and rice and beans and stuff like that. And I also stocked up on protein powder, protein shakes, and my Silk protein milk. So I should be good and should still be able to hit my macros pretty well. But if shit starts to like be gone from grocery stores, if we become in a mandatory like quarantined situation, which is fine, not like just a necessary precaution to keep this shit from spreading. If that is a thing that happens, we may need to get more creative with meals. And if that happens, don't worry about your macros. Just do the best you can with the food you have. Make good meals. Just like put that care aside until you're able to get more groceries and stuff like that. It's gonna be okay. So yeah, that kind of goes hand in hand with the just control what you can. So while you can control your nutrition goals, do it. And then when you can't, put it aside and just try to like make sure to try to eat vegetables, still get your water, and just honestly do your best. And it'll be okay. In terms of mentally, my mental health strugglers out there, myself included, I'm very prone to get depressed. I'm an anxious person, but I'm more socially anxious. I'm more anxious like about people being mad at me or people hating me. So my anxiety is not super triggered during this time, but I know a lot of people who struggle with anxiety are having a very triggering time right now. And then depression, this is gonna be a super triggering time for us depression babes, because sitting inside is just such a slippery slope. It's so easy to just stay on the couch and then everything else just goes with it, and then you're depressed and you're like, fuck. I get it. I'm like with you. That's my biggest fear in this for myself. I have more fears for others who are in more vulnerable positions than me. But if I had to say my biggest fear for myself is that I'm gonna get depressed. The things I'm doing to keep that from happening, one is I'm with my boyfriend, he lives here. So we are planning to go on walks every single day, several times a day. We are planning to work out every single day. I'm planning to still try to get at least 8,000 steps a day just to keep myself moving, keeping up with water, keeping up with nutrients, and stretching every day, like having and the last thing is having a goal every day. So we got a bunch of shit from Home Depot. I might make a video on this, honestly, because we ain't got shit else to do, right? But we got a bunch of stuff at Home Depot. We're gonna do like little projects every day. Like, I need something to accomplish every day. Like, I also have my business. I'll be like talking to my clients and stuff, so that'll help on my heavy check-in days. I'll feel like I accomplished something. But on other days, we'll have little home projects. I also want to, like I said, get better at pull-ups, get better at push-ups. Like, I have several goals I'm going to work towards during this time, so I don't just fall into that blob depression state. If you can have like an accountability partner just to like give each other little goals to hit, or have a goal you both want to reach by like the end of April, that'll keep you like working towards that goal, like little things like that to help you. If you're dealing with anxiety during this time, do some guided meditations. I know that that's so annoying to hear, but it can be helpful if you do it very consistently. Make sure to still talk to your therapist. I know a lot of therapy offices are closing, but most therapists, first of all, are still need an income. Second of all, are still there to help. So a lot of them are doing virtual therapy sessions. So ask your therapist about this, and if they say they're doing it, do it. Talk to your therapist via Skype or Zoom or whatever they use. You want that extra support, especially during this time. So don't neglect your therapy. Don't neglect like things that you already do to keep yourself calm as possible. I find that stretching every day really helps with my mental health, just getting moving. When I'm anxious, I start stretching and just focus on each muscle that I'm stretching. So it's kind of like a guided meditation. It's just a mindfulness thing where I'm focusing on each muscle I'm stretching, and that really takes me out of whatever ruminating thought is sending me into an anxious spiral. Anyways, I feel like this was a little rambly. I apologize for that. I like to have my videos very, like, my informative videos, I like them to be very organized, but this is a disorganized time and we're all doing our best. So I wanted to like just get a video out there giving my best advice. I hope it made sense. I hope it was helpful. The last thing I'm gonna say is, I know I say to like focus on positive news and it's gonna be okay. Those of you who are being physically or financially heavily impacted by this, just know that I'm thinking about you. I know nothing I can say will make it better. I wish there was. But I really hope that you're doing okay, that you have support, and I hope all of this ends soon. And I'm thinking about you and I'm empathizing with you as best as I can. Okay, I love you all so much. We're gonna be okay. Comment something below, either like if you want to vent, if you want to talk about your mental health, if you want to talk about tips that you have that I haven't mentioned. Like, my comments are open and I always reply to all comments. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. I'll put some more home content on there. I'll keep uploading videos pertaining to this until this isn't happening anymore. So I love you guys. Like this, subscribe if you want. I mean, you have time, right? You're just at home. Okay, love you. Stay home, wash your hands. Bye.